Chapter number 2. Atmosphere and Climate. Atmosphere. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system with a life-supporting atmosphere. The combination of gases that surrounds the Earth from all sides is known as atmosphere. The atmosphere of the Earth is important as it helps to make our planet livable or can sustain life on the Earth. An atmosphere can also be described as the blanket of gases that envelopes the Earth from all sides, thereby protecting us from the blasts of heat and radiation emanating from the sun. It prevents some of the harmful rays of sun from reaching the Earth and also helps to keep the planet warm by day and cool at night. All the living organisms of the Earth depends on the atmosphere for their survival, as the atmosphere contains the air, that is oxygen, that we breathe and is essential for life. Composition of atmosphere. The Earth's atmosphere is a mixture of many gases, water droplets and dust particles. The gases that are found in the atmosphere are nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and other gases 1%. The other gases are argon, carbon dioxide, helium, hydrogen, neon, krypton, methane, etc. All living organisms on the Earth breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Plants need carbon dioxide to prepare their food in the presence of sunlight. This helps to maintain the balance of gases in the air. But today, the emission of gases from vehicles has increased the percentage of carbon dioxide in the air. As a result, the temperature of the Earth has increased, thus causing global warming. Atmosphere also consists of water droplets. Due to high temperature of the Earth, water from the rivers, lakes and other water bodies evaporates and rises up in the atmosphere as water vapor. Water vapor is found only in troposphere and is also known as humidity. As we go to higher altitudes, the level of humidity decreases and becomes less intense. The formation of water vapor in the atmosphere helps in the occurrence of rainfall. The third important element present in the atmosphere is dust particles. The presence of dust particles in the air helps to give the sky its various colors. It helps the sky to appear blue. The redness in the sky at the time of sunrise and sunset is also due to these dust particles. These are important for condensation as water vapor changes to small drops when it comes in contact with the dust particles. The process of condensation is not possible in the absence of dust particles. Layers of atmosphere. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. The Exosphere, the Thermosphere, the Mesosphere, the Stratosphere, and the Troposphere. The atmosphere of the Earth is thickest near the surface and thins out with height until it eventually merges with space. There is no distinct boundary between the atmosphere and the space, but an imaginary line about 62 miles, that is 100 kilometers from the surface, called the Kármán line, is usually where scientists say atmosphere meets outer space. Let us know about the layers of atmosphere with the help of a diagram. Troposphere. The troposphere is the layer closest to the Earth's surface. It is the first layer above the surface and contains half of the Earth's atmosphere. This layer contains all the water vapor and dust particles in the atmosphere, which helps in the formation of clouds. All the weather or seasonal activities like rain, snow, storm, etc. occur in this layer. Oxygen, which is the most essential gas for the survival of all living beings, is also present in this layer. The upper limit of the troposphere is known as Tropos limit, where no seasonal activities take place. So this layer is also known as the calm sphere. It is 4 to 12 miles, that is 7 to 20 kilometers thick. Stratosphere. The second layer of the Earth's atmosphere is known as stratosphere. It starts just above the troposphere and ends about 31 miles, that is 50 kilometers above the ground. Ozone is in abundance here, and it heats the atmosphere while absorbing the harmful radiation from the sun. The air here is very dry, and it is about 1,000 times thinner than it is at sea level. Because of this reason, jet aircraft and weather balloons fly here. No seasonal activities occur in this layer. The upper limit of this layer is known as the strata limit. Mesosphere. The layer just above the stratosphere is Mesosphere. It starts at 31 miles, that is 50 kilometers, and extends to 53 miles, that is 85 kilometers high. The top of the Mesosphere is the coldest part of the Earth's atmosphere, with temperature at an average of about minus 130 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 90 degrees Celsius. The topmost layer of the Mesosphere is also known as mesopause. There is no substantial knowledge about this layer, as it is not very easy to study it. However, scientists do know that meteors burn up in this layer. The upper limit of this layer is known as mid-limit. Thermosphere. The layer just above the Mesosphere is known as Thermosphere. That extends from about 56 miles, that is 90 kilometers, to between 310 or 620 miles, that is 500 and 1000 kilometers. Temperatures at this level of the atmosphere can get up to 2700 degrees Fahrenheit or 1500 degrees Celsius. The thermosphere is considered to be a part of the Earth's atmosphere, but the air density is so low that most of this layer is considered to be outer space. In fact, this is where the space shuttles fly and where the International Space Station orbits the Earth. This is also the layer where the auroras occur. Charged particles from space collide with atoms and molecules in the thermosphere, exciting them into higher states of energy. The atoms shed this excess energy by emitting photons of light, which we see in the form of the colorful aurora borealis and aurora australis. This layer is also called the ionosphere because of the presence of electrically charged ions. Therefore, this layer becomes important for communication as radio waves from the Earth are reflected from this layer. Exosphere. The exosphere is the highest layer and the uppermost limit of the Earth's atmosphere. This layer is extremely thin. The atmosphere merges into the outer space here. It is composed of very widely dispersed particles of hydrogen and helium.